Coco Gauff has just revealed something that surprised many fans. She feels more appreciated and understood by her Chinese supporters than anywhere else in the world. According to her, Chinese fans don't just show up to watch her play. They go the extra mile by giving her personalized gifts that reflect a genuine understanding of her personality and interests. In contrast, much of the American media, especially during her early career, seemed more focused on questioning her talent and legitimacy than celebrating her achievements. The difference between how she's treated abroad and at home says a lot about how sports culture can vary from country to country, and how respect often comes from unexpected places. During an interview at the China Open, Gauff was asked what makes Beijing stand out to her. Instead of mentioning the tournament's facilities, the competition level, or the prize money, she immediately highlighted the fans. She said that every time she competes in China, she leaves with more gifts than the year before. Gauff emphasized that no other tournament, not in the US, not in Europe, not even at the Grand Slams, compares to the level of appreciation she received from Chinese fans. For her, that connection is something special and deeply personal that, in her own words, Gauff said, definitely the fans. Every year I come here, I always leave with more gifts. In no other tournament do I get as many gifts as I do here in Beijing. The fans always leave the best impression, and they really study the things I like. That's why it feels more personal with them. That one comment says a lot. It shows how Chinese fans don't just admire her tennis skills. They pay attention to who she is beyond the court. They learn her likes and interests, crafting thoughtful gifts that make her feel genuinely seen and valued. These aren't random souvenirs or obligatory fan gestures. They're meaningful tokens of appreciation that show emotional intelligence and respect. Meanwhile, back in the United States, much of the conversation around Gauff early in her career was far less kind. Instead of celebrating her as one of tennis's brightest young stars, segments of the American media questioned whether she truly deserved the hype. Some pundits debated if she was ready for the pressure or if her rise was manufactured by marketing rather than merit. After every loss, commentators and fans alike were quick to analyze her mentality and toughness instead of recognizing her growth as a teenager competing at the highest level of the sport. This double standard isn't unique to Gauff. Many black athletes, and especially black women, have faced the same treatment for generations. They achieve greatness, break barriers, and elevate their sports. Yet instead of universal praise, they often meet criticism, skepticism, and hostility from the very audiences that should be celebrating them. Then, when they travel abroad, they're treated with the respect and admiration they deserve. The pattern is clear, but the uncomfortable conversations that should follow rarely happen. Gauff's experience in China highlights how genuine fan appreciation can create powerful emotional connections. When fans take the time to understand what brings her joy and tailor their support accordingly, it communicates something profound. I see you as more than just an athlete. I see you as a person. That's the kind of recognition every athlete hopes for, but doesn't always receive. It's also telling that this feeling of warmth and personal connection comes from thousands of miles away rather than from her own country. While Chinese fans were learning about her interests to create personalized gifts, American commentators were writing op-eds questioning her maturity and readiness. The difference couldn't be more striking. What makes this situation even more important is that it reflects a larger cultural issue. It's not just about Coco Gauff. It's about how society treats young, successful, outspoken athletes who don't fit a narrow mold. For Gauff, the love she receives in China is a reminder that appreciation doesn't have to come from home to be real. In the end, her comments aren't just about gifts. They're about being seen, respected, and valued for who she truly is. When fans in another country go out of their way to show that level of understanding, it leaves an impression that lasts far longer than any trophy or title. And the fact that she feels that in China more than in the United States should spark reflection, not just among sports fans, but across all of American culture. Because sometimes it takes leaving home to realize where you're truly appreciated.